Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So today we do have some very important topics to talk about, and we are first going to talk about Onana. So according to Telegraph, Barcelona have officially contacted Ajax for goalkeeper Onana, who is 24 years old. The Catalans are ready to include Neto, Riqui Puig, and Alex Collado or Carles Elenia into the deal. They have also said that Onana wants to leave, but Ajax do want to keep Onana for another season. And as we all know, Onana is a very good, tremendous goalkeeper, and he is no stranger to FC Barcelona. He has played at FC Barcelona before, like about 11 to 12 years ago. And so I'm going to speak on the two different sides of this. And I am first going to talk about Onana. So he's a great goalkeeper. He's 24 years old. And when you are 24 years old and when you are that good and you are in that level, you want to play as much as you can, because there's always room to develop as a player, especially as a goalkeeper. You want as much experience as possible. But if Onana were to go to FC Barcelona, I don't think that he will get that, because the goalkeeper that will be standing right in front of Onana will be Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. And Ter Stegen is one of the top two, if not the best goalkeeper in the world right now. Unless Onana comes in to Barcelona and he's like, I'm going to do 2 world-class saves in every game, and I'm also going to lead the back line. If he does that, then yeah, maybe he has a chance to go over Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. But if not, Onana will not start over Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. But as a Barcelona fan, is this a win for us? Yes, because we're going to have Marc-Andre Ter Stegen and Onana, 2 very good goalkeepers. But we also must always think about the other player. How is Onana going to feel about this when he does go to FC Barcelona? And I think the main motive on why Onana wants to leave Ajax is because he went from playing in the semifinals of the UCL to being knocked out in the knockout stages of the UEFA Champions League this season. And I believe that Onana wants to be in the UCL, like quarterfinals, semifinals, more consistently. And in order to do that, he will need to be in a great team. And that is why I believe he wants to go to FC Barcelona. Now, they have given a list of players that we might potentially switch with Onana, and the only one that I can see Barcelona offload is Neto. There has been reports that Neto will be more than happy to go back to Valencia, and who knows, he may want to go to Ajax. And I think that Neto not only is happy to leave FC Barcelona, but I think that he's happy because he will get more playing time, because at FC Barcelona he has only seen playing 1 game out of the whole season. Also, Barcelona do want to reduce their wage bill, and this is where I'm going to go to the other side of the topic, which is the second side. So if Barcelona do want to reduce their wage bill, I think what Barcelona need to do is focus on Inaki Pena. Pena is a goalkeeper who's great with his feet. He's good in the air. He's really good at saving penalties also. So not only will Barcelona not worry about the wage bill, but they will also have a goalkeeper who actually wants to be there, because Pena would love to be in that position. He has been in Barcelona B for a very long time, and he has been waiting to get promoted to the first team. And I believe that Pena is good enough to at least be the second goalkeeper of FC Barcelona. He should be given that chance. Pena is a player that will be comfortable in that position for multiple reasons, because he has been raised in FC Barcelona. He knows everybody in FC Barcelona, and he trusts everybody in FC Barcelona. FC Barcelona is his home, which is why I say that he would not mind to be the second choice for FC Barcelona. And he could potentially, if he's lucky and he works hard enough, he could be the successor of Victor Valdés. Now moving on to the next topic of the day, and we are going to talk about Todibo. So according to Sport, Barcelona are negotiating the sale of youngster Todibo with Everton for 20 million euros. Everton don't want to include a buyback option for Barcelona. So this is a story that came out yesterday, and when this story dropped, this rumor went up in flames. Everyone started talking about it, so I had to do my research to see what was going on, what was the motive of Todibo leaving FC Barcelona, who were the reporters making that report, just to see if it's reliable, credible. And if we look at the second report here, we can see that it has been created by Gabriel Sams, who works closely in FC Barcelona, and he said this: Barca receives offers for Todibo, but Barca asked for 25 million euros. It is the same price that Schalke 04 stipulated in his purchase option with Barcelona. Bayer Leverkusen, AC Milan, Watford, Southampton, and Monaco are clubs that have probbed Todibo. So is Todibo on the market? I believe yes, because these clubs have been making these offers for a player like Todibo. And the question that I have when I saw this reports going on all over social media is, why is Barcelona so willing on selling Todibo? Like, why are they so willing to sell one of their most promising young defending talent? The only good reason I can see Barcelona selling Todibo is if Barcelona were planning on bringing De Ligt, but I don't even think that's going to happen, which is why I say, why do Barcelona want to sell a player like Todibo? And look, I understand that Barcelona do need cash. They need money. They are trying to achieve that ambitious summer that we have been talking about over the past 5 months, but it's getting very frustrating because we are seeing every player being sold except for the players that we want to be sold. Like, we are hearing stories from Todibo, Arthur, and many other players that we do not want to see leave, and we are not seeing the players being sold like Ivan Rakitic, Arturo Vidal, Umtiti. Like, if they wanted funds so bad, why don't they sell Umtiti? Umtiti is the better choice on selling instead of Todibo. Umtiti will be sold for more, and he's older. He hasn't been the player that we thought he could have been for FC Barcelona, and so it just doesn't make any sense. They're letting go of the wrong players. And since we are talking about players, I'm not even going to give an introduction about the next topic. I'm going to go straight into Arthur Melo, because this is another player that I do want to talk about. And so according to Helena Condis, who was another reliable reporter, she said this. She works for Cope, and she said this: Barcelona and Juventus are talking. However, Arthur Melo doesn't want to leave, with the Italians proposing a swap deal for Pjanic. The Brazilian is working with his personal fitness trainer to regain regularity at FC Barcelona. And so first, I can't believe that I'm hearing this story, and I can't believe that I do have to bring this topic up again, because the more and more I see about Arthur Melo leaving FC Barcelona, the more real it's starting to look. And we also have another journalist named Sergi Sole working for Mundo Deportivo. He said this: Juventus are ready to bid and make a unresistible offer for Arthur Melo. And who knows what type of offer that could be. We don't have that detail yet, but it could be like Pjanic plus 50 million euros, or it could be Dybala plus 30 million euros. We don't know what it could be, but they did say that Juventus is preparing a unresistible offer for FC Barcelona to bring in Arthur Melo. And again, when we are talking about this topic, it doesn't make any sense. Just like Todibo, Arthur Melo is going to be switched in for a player like Pjanic, who is 30 years old. And don't forget, Arthur Melo is only 23 years old and is looking like to becoming one of the best midfielders in the world in 2 to 3 years time. Like, why is Barcelona so willing to sell one of the greatest midfielders for the future, and why are they so willing to sell one of their most promising young talents again for the second time in a row, just like Todibo? And I understand that Arthur has not had his best season this season. Arthur has been missing like in every 3 to 4 games, and I understand that Barcelona started to see Arthur as a player where we could have said he could have been that player. But what I don't understand is, why are we letting go a player like Arthur Melo leave so quickly and so easily? Because if we were to have that same approach to any other player like Rakitic, he would have left in 2017. And if we were to switch Arthur Melo for another player, why can it be for a player like Pogba, Kevin De Bruyne, Kante, not for a player like Pjanic, who just turned 30 years old? This is the complete opposite of what Barcelona said to the public on what they want to do, which is to build for the future. And switching Arthur Melo for Pjanic does not match that. And the reason why we are seeing this news come out everywhere, and why people are starting to be like worried, like the fans, is because Bartomeu, which is our president, would do a move like this. Like, he would sell Todibo for 25 million. He would swap Arthur Melo for a player who is like 30 years old, and let go of every other player except for the players that we do want to see leave. And so we should expect anything from this board. It just doesn't make any sense. I don't get why moves like this are going on, and I just get this feeling that Barcelona do not want to protect their own precious players, like the players that actually matter. They are not standing up for them, because think about it, it only takes one nod from Arthur Melo in order for Arthur to go to Juventus. Like, it only takes one yes from Arthur. Arthur only has to say, yes, I do want to go to Juventus, and that's it. The deal is going to be complete. And how do you think Arthur feels about this? Because he could be looking at all of these stories, all of these rumors, and he can see Barcelona and look at this and be like, why isn't Barcelona standing up for me? Like, I'm like, it has to go to a place where I have to say no to FC Barcelona to not go to Juventus. Barcelona should be doing the work for me. Like, eventually Arthur Melo's not going to feel important at FC Barcelona, and that's exactly what we do not want. And so, final conclusion, is Arthur Melo going to leave to Juventus? I don't think it's going to happen. I think Arthur Melo is going to stand firm firm on his ground and say, I am not going to leave. I'm going to work for my place. Arthur is that type of champion. Arthur is that type of player where he is going to work and show why he is worthy to wear that badge. And that is why I like Arthur Melo so much. That is why the FC Barcelona fans love him so much. But the board does not see that. And as for Todibo, we don't know. Unlike Arthur Melo, Todibo hasn't said anything. He hasn't said yes or no. All we have heard is that Barcelona's intentions is to sell Todibo. But I'm telling you guys this right now. If any of these two players get sold this summer, there will be a lot of chaos, and Bartomeu will forever look like a clueless and the most disgraceful Barcelona president that the club has ever had. Now moving on to the last topic of the day, and I want to end it with some quick news about Neymar Jr. and Ligue 1. So this is just in. It has now been official that the Prime Minister, who is named Edouard Philippe, has just confirmed that the 2019-2020 Ligue 1 season will not continue, which means that they will resume in August 2020 and that there will be no champion for that league. And the reason why I want to bring this up is because I think Neymar is finally in a place and time where he can say, okay, now what am I going to do? And I also think that the universe is finally connecting, and it's telling us that in order to achieve such a deal with all of these complications, you will need a lot of time. And I believe this is why the Ligue 1 has stopped today. Neymar, PSG, and FC Barcelona officially have 4 to 5 months to figure out what Neymar's future is going to look like. And they're going to have 4 months to strategize, which is going to be May, June, July, August. And I do have this theory, correct me if I'm wrong, but we have talked about this before, like a long time ago. We were talking about Article 17. It did state that Neymar must let the club know 15 days after the last match that his intentions is to leave PSG. Meaning, could we finally see Neymar take action within these next 15 days? We're gonna have to find out. These next 15 days could be huge because since the Ligue 1 ended early, now we're gonna have to see Neymar tell PSG that his intentions is to leave the club. And if we don't hear nothing, that means Neymar might actually stay. But that's my theory. That's what I think. We have talked about this before. We're gonna have to do more research on what Article 17 is all about. But as of now, all I know is that within the 15 days after the last match, you have to let the club know that your intentions is to leave, which means that we should be hearing something sooner rather than later. So that is it for today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.